once again, listener. I'm delighted to have a status update of sorts pertaining to the club's more recent activities. Specifically, ones that coincide with me. That's right, Michael. My rise within the organisation could have been spelled out in the stars on the night of my birth, or at least the night of my conception. Imagine it, a constellation that reads, "A star is born," and that star is Michael. But first, allow me to tell you a little bit more about myself. If you want to climb the ladder, you have to start at the bottom. We all know how a ladder works, don't we? Born and raised a sort of military brat, I saw the world from my crib. Belgium, the Czech Republic, and so much more. It's obvious the last deployment my father had, the one to really stick culturally, was that of the Queen's Britannia. My father's constant upheaval of the family certainly didn't allow me to remain clutching the silver spoon when I sat down in the morning with my Belgian waffle dipped in cream. But these circumstances, paired with my beloved mother's angelic and prolific doting, instilled a variety of social skills only a nomadic wanderer of the light could develop. Without these skills, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to work with such a thoughtful, generous, handsome, congenital, conceptual, and timely bunch as I do now. In the beginning, the pay was quite shit. That's how it is on the lower rungs of life's ladder. For an inexperienced voice, it was a chance to use all the practice talking I've done my entire life, for free mind you, to start down my own forked path of success. It may have been a bumpy road, but I sure talked my way around any obstacle that would arise. I did it all. From announcements of break times at Sunbelt Cellular Engineering Facilities and answering calls at the club switchboard, barely a promotion above pencil sharpener, to product description voiceovers and not Penco's torrid infomercials. Yes, that was me describing the comfort of the convenient caddy hypoallergenic body mop and the incredible ease of the dripless perception enhancing beautification dropper. I made viewers foam at the mouth while grasping tightly onto their phones. This did not go unnoticed. The ladder was mine for the taking, as my talent was discovered by management. He told his manager, and she told hers. And pretty soon, they all told theirs. And the name, Michael, was on the tips of all the important tongues at the Bermuda Triangle of selectable perception. The belt, the club, and well, not Penco. With the local chapter's house band gaining notoriety amongst and beyond their peers, I was approached with a challenge of sorts, and another step up the all-knowing ladder. I was to be a spokesvoice for the club as its group ventured into very new territory. That's right, another record. They had done it before, and that was new territory as well at the time. But it grew old, boring, tiresome, so they did as many of us do, the same thing, but rather a little different this time. Enter Michael, with a fresh and very different, what's the word? Thing. Different from the first and different from the last at the same time. The golden voice that tickles the eardrum like Tito Puente on his conga. Look at me now. Look at me now. And look up at me now, so lofty on the ladder. From Promotions may include more responsibility, like keeping a listener entertained for an entire song. But what else is there to strive for but advancement before we all take a long nap in the dirt? Besides, I've plenty to talk about. You'd have to be a vegetable not to have a litany of subjects to shout about in the modern world, and I am, of course, a litigious and modern Michael. Can you imagine the egregious amount of information poured onto my plate on a daily basis? Unless I'm speaking in tongues to those who reside in the Earth's uppermost layer of crust, I believe you can. So much to talk about that I can't possibly pick one topic. I mean it, not a one. This often happens to me. My train of thought slows to a stuttered choo-choo as my mind gathers up what's in my lap and tries to make sense of it all. In a world born of conflict with competitors starved for your attention, as you're studied and targeted rather effectively, how does one remain breathing without going mad? The modern man chooses their brand of madness, while the modern men argue over the best brand. I've chosen to enter a sort of climbing the ladder reality. When the world continues in chaos, I'll always have my delirious goal. You may laugh at my choice, but I take comfort in knowing that you simply don't understand my version of delusion. And when all is said and done, the mindset I've engaged is the only that can lead someone to such grand tutelage. Boss, President, Prime Minister, figurehead, even, dare I say, King. Imagine it, Michael at the doors to the penthouse as he commands the inevitable. King me.
Sunday, beautiful baby with the cadence and all the things of our precious lives. It was Sunday, Sunday morning when she came singing and dancing with all of her smiles. I can't remember the way that you cried or the way that she died. I just sat safely in my own denial. A newborn baby of red and white, running naked, screaming through the lobby. And Jennifer, if you could have been there, you would have seen it, and you would have been speechless in your own surprise. This healthy child doesn't need the cold actions shoved into her mind. And then you cut your fingers on the corners of the light, and it's Sunday, bloody Sunday, it's Sunday, bloody Sunday, 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 Sunday.
in this insatiable wet dream we call life.
Is my face tired? Is my hairline receding? Does she wake the same way? I watched her sleeping as I left the apartment and hit the streets. And I am going to be 5 minutes late today. A sorry amount of time to fret over. But then again, some significance must be held, since it is the third time I've thought of it already. "10 blocks. Perpetual motion, swinging like the pendulum of time itself. The crowds flood the streets, everyone walking like there's seemingly no tomorrow. The buildings stand like giant gravestones, erect to themselves. And in broad daylight, I feel as if I am slowly breaking down. When's it going to be my turn?
It's my job that keeps the trains on time. I keep the ladders clean. I let the others climb.
I'm sorry to have to burst your balloon like this, but the seat is taken.
Got another mess coming in on platform 3.
But I think you better lie down.
I'll fill out the paperwork, but I don't need to know what it means.
I was sure it was a human fluid, like usual. At least I didn't see it happen this time.
Now the platform's dry, but I'm starting to sweat.
But when I do, I can usually focus on my
The oily stain on the ground joined by another cigarette. It's out of my hands. It's in my clothes. Now it comes with me wherever I go.
Blocks. I light my first, and the smoke plumes heavy in the morning rain. Entering the cover, a homeless person sits crouched, face against the wall, arms reached out, all twisted and turned, wrung out, waiting to be mopped up by some weird, catastrophic ape. And sinking further in, as all the last great details touch their face.
Climb the stairs, get to work on time. You carry your burden. Now I carry mine.
My ticket was up at the Cosmo Cleaners across the way. It was the quietest commute I can remember. No one but a man nervously browsing his newspaper.
I don't see a future. I don't see a future.
It's a tough loss nonetheless. Washed up deep to a cul-de-sac. Borrowed time vanishing away until there's nothing left, and we say it's a tough loss nonetheless. Washed up to a cul-de-sac. Borrowed time vanishing away until there's nothing left, and we say it's a tough
So watch
loss
with a moment.
nonetheless.
Balloon in his hand.
Borrowed time
He comes at the end.
until there's nothing left, and we say it's a
The
tough
credits, they
loss.
roll, but you refuse to go.
Borrowed time
The lights, they're already on.
until there's nothing